Well, class is in session. That's right. Professor Coach Shelton Harrison is going to teach this class. The class title is called Debunking 101. Okay? Sit down, take out your notepads, your pencils, because the coach is about to teach some people about how to win an argument, because you have to do it with facts. It's never based off emotion. Stay tuned. These chicks underestimate you because of your age? Huh. Get ready for an ass whooping.
What? It's backstab with no remorse. They get blasted when I'm licking off. Have the beat, hard hitter when I'm getting off. These bitches with no father figures, they be tricking off. Feel me? They bees off the keys, knees, and that's for sure. If they try to run between these, I'll blow they doors. Put the jinx on them all like the Southmores. Cause these bitches got the gall to holler hardcore. I'm cracking jaws. Had to be the Southpaw with no look. Give a fuck about these bitches, and that's the hook. You know how I'm gonna get it, split it off the books. And you ain't got to love me, trust me, simply put.
All right. LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, class is in session, okay? Get your notepads and pencils out because we about to do some debunking, okay? And that's just the way that is. Now, I'm just going to debunk, everything that, people say that's stupid, and in my opinion, it is stupid, okay? About, Marion Reneau and what, and how she's, I guess, promoting herself or what she's doing. Okay, so listen, here's a comment. This person, I will not reveal who it is unless they want to be, unless they unless they reveal themselves. Another person that I do talk back and forth with will not mind, and I know for a fact she won't mind if I post her comment. But I'm going to start with this one right here, okay? So this person says, hey, I hate to be the devil's advocate, but perhaps the problem is Marion. Okay. I've been on her social media account, and the woman doesn't stand for anything. Okay? Well, we're going to be debunking that. She doesn't represent for older fighters. And you rarely hear her say, look, I'm 40, and I'm doing this the way DC does it at 39. She doesn't proudly represent for black, multiracial women either, and actually doesn't even identify as such, even though her dad is black as hell. Wow. So here you have a woman with skills, but who refuses to stand for anything. Hype herself or any of the demographics she represents. Kat Zingano, on the other hand, is raw, transparent, and active in the MMA community. Oh, okay, sure. Moreover, she proudly lives in her truth, reps herself as a survivor of her parents' suicide, a single mother, and doesn't hide from any of the things she represents. That's why she has loyal fans and continued opportunities to stay relevant. Marion stays in the background, doesn't represent anyone, and seems, let me see, what does she say? And seems comfy there. She only gets the scraps they toss her, period. Well, the first thing that I'm going to debunk is, you said that Marion Reneau doesn't represent anything, period. She represents her son, okay? And everything that Marion does, she does it for her son. And Marion Reneau, she's come out countless times and said that I fight for my son. I fight for my son. The money that I get from fighting is going toward my son's college education. See, you got to understand what you're talking about. And if you're going to follow somebody or if you're going to not follow somebody, I don't follow Joanna Jacek, but at least I know her history. At least I can have a talking point when I have to argue with somebody about Joanna Jacek. See, that statement alone, it shows ignorance. And I'm not being mean and I'm not picking on you, but it just shows a lack of knowledge, okay? She does represent her son. Okay, and no, she doesn't. Okay, matter of fact, on the last interview I had with Marion, she was actually upset with some of the things that was going down. So, I mean, I don't know where you're getting that from. Marion has spoken out countless times. She's spoken out plenty of times, okay? Now, let's go ahead and address the point that, Marion Reneau, you said that she doesn't identify with black and multiracial. That's because she's from Belize, okay? And she actually does identify with Belize. And because she's Belizean, that's where she's from, okay? That's where her family's from. But here's the thing, okay? Let's really go ahead and let's talk about some of the other things that Marion doesn't stand for anything. Okay, here goes. Okay, so this is Marion Reneau's Instagram. Now let's go ahead and debunk the point that Marion doesn't stand for anything, okay? Let's really read. Okay, now here's a quote. Okay, when a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. The misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth, just like you did. I wonder what Marion can mean about that, but come on, let's go to something much deeper, okay? Let me scroll down. So Marion doesn't stand for anything. Boy, this is crazy, okay? And you said that Kat Zingano is active in the MMA community. Well, then there's a Marion Reneau, a meet and greet. How you gonna explain this? Isn't this being active in the MMA community? I mean, isn't this right here? Marion Reneau, okay, the number 7th ranked bantamweight in the world, is doing a meet and greet, or did a meet and greet. She's not active in the MMA community. How you gonna explain that? Oh Lord, you haters. Well, I tell you guys, you haters. This is crazy, okay? So Marion doesn't do anything to promote herself. Do you know when Marion Reneau was up when she was fighting Sarah McMahon? Okay, you know Marion had 7 interviews, and I was one of the interviews that she had. Marion Reneau did 7 interviews, okay? And that's not even counting the interviews that she did when she finally got to their destination where the fight was in Orlando. Okay? That's not even counting that, okay? So you're telling me that Marion doesn't do anything, okay? Oh, and what is this? What is this? This is another meet and greet. Come by and meet UFC fighter Marion Reneau. Momo, take photos or get posters personally autographed. Bring your own items for her to autograph. If you want to buy t-shirts, her next fight is fair. Let's support her, our own, okay? Wow. Really? So Marion Reneau has meet and greets. You know what? And come to find out, Marion Reneau does these meet and greets. She does them all the time. Or she does them periodically throughout the year. How you gonna explain this one? See, you know, it's really bittersweet because, you know, a lot of you guys, y'all make statements, okay, based on what you see. But did you guys ever think to go? Because you said you went to Marion's social media account. You said that, okay? So Marion Reneau not speaking up. She spoke up about the fact she didn't get to fight Tanya Evans. Y'all remember that? She spoke up about the fact that her ranking after defeating Sarah McMahon was bogus. Yeah. This is fun, okay? Let's talk about some of the other talking points of what this person said. Let's continue. Let's get back to it, okay? So Marion doesn't represent, okay, let me see what else. Okay, she doesn't stand up. We already proved that she stand up for her son. And that's who you're supposed to stand up for. You stand up for your kids, okay? I pretty much debunked everything, okay? So Kat Zingano has loyal fans because she talks about suicide. Wait a minute. Whoa, stop right there. Stop right there, okay? Kat Zingano, that's not something that Kat Zingano, like, it was already publicized. It was in the news. It's not something that Kat just, I'm going to throw it out there. So when they asked Kat about it, Kat talked about mental health, you know, and suicide prevention. She started doing that. But it's not Kat being transparent. It's just Kat just telling what happened to her. See, how is this different? Wait, what's different? Oh, wait a minute. We know what it is, okay? We already know what it is. Listen, you don't want to say what it is, but you know what it is, okay? Stop it. Marion don't stand up for anything. Okay, let's find something else, because Marion, you know, gosh, Marion doesn't stand up. I find that hard to believe. Hold on. Now, since you want to talk about issues so much, and, you know, Marion doesn't identify, right? Marion don't identify. Now, this is a photograph of her and her lovely mom. And her dad, yes, and you got that right. Her dad is, he is black. He's a dark Belizean, okay? So here it is, okay? Let's read. So Marion don't identify with anything. She don't identify with herself. That's the dumbest comment I ever heard, because Marion understands what her nationality is. She understands that she's mixed. She understands she's biracial. She understands that, okay? She understands it because, you know, she's got, you know, white girl here, and she's referring to her mom, and they're joking. But I think Marion identifies with who she is. How you gonna explain this? How you gonna explain? You just got debunked out the water. Like, stop. You guys, y'all got to stop this, man. What are we trying to bring up Marion's? Like, why are we trying to bring up Marion Reneau's family and all? Why? No, see, that's not the issue. But see, don't worry about it. I've already done my homework to take you guys up out of here. I done already done the homework. This easy work. And finally, for this comment, you know, and I had to really blow it up out the water with this. So Marion Reneau stands for nothing, right? Really. So she stands for children. Marion's a teacher. Okay? What do you mean she don't stand for anything? What do you mean she hides in the background? No, because Marion Reneau is fighting a battle. She's fighting a war every darn day of the week, trying to shape the young minds of these kids that's in these classrooms, trying to give them hope. And you know what? And this is what Marion stands for. Please, 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 let's stop this, okay? Let's stop, trying to throw shade on a woman's name. Let's stop doing this because you guys are only making yourselves look dumb. See, the debunking is not over. I got one more issue. Okay, this is going to be a long debunk here. So, okay, my girl Mary, and Mary Farderson probably doesn't mind me using her name. She don't. It's just I can't get Mary on live stream, and she can't come on live stream. So this is the only way that I communicate. I can't type as fast as Mary. Mary, I can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna read this fast. Mary says it is not. It is not about race. Marion Reneau is getting a shot against an opponent who is ranked higher than her. Oh, we're gonna debunk that too. More well known than her. Okay, and has beaten the current champion. Okay. This is a very good fight for her career, should she win it, and it would put her in the three-fight winning streak. Would be the second big name on her record, and puts her in a position to possibly get a title shot or another fight with Holly Holm. This fight makes complete sense. I don't see the outrage. Wow, of course you're not, Mary. You're never gonna see the outrage. If she wasn't black and was being treated the same way, racism wouldn't be brought up. People ignore the fact that she's an older fighter. Okay, doesn't have a huge fan base. Well, that's a lie. Hasn't beaten many well-known opponents. Is only just on a 2-fight winning streak and has lost or had a draw with every known opponent besides Sarah McMahon. A fight against Kat Zingano is a blessing. Marion could easily end up being used to bring up Tanya Evinger in the fight that was supposed to be made a while ago. She should actually be grateful. She should be grateful to be fighting such a well-known opponent. I don't see how the UFC is racist for not granting Marion a fight with the opponent ranked 3 ahead of her, instead of giving her a fight that makes sense against a better-known opponent who has beaten the current champion. I don't think you're racist. No, of course I'm not. I know I'm not racist. I know you've supported plenty of fighters who are not of your own race. True that. I just think that sometimes you sometimes see racism in situations that I personally don't see an issue with at all. Of course, you don't, and you're not going to see that. Okay, you're not going to see it. And that's why, because it's not supposed to be there. Okay, it's not really supposed to be there. And that's why we talk about it, because it shouldn't be there. See, think about, what the flag stands for, and people say, the flag's supposed to stand for, justice and equality for all. That's what it's supposed to. But in a lot of situations, that's not what it stands for. And I got to be real with how I feel about that, That's just how it is. Okay? When people, unarmed black men are getting killed by police, no. Okay? It's called prejudging. But we're not going to get into that, okay? What I am going to get into is, I'm finna debunk the hell out of this. 1 second. Okay, so these are Marion's, more notable wins since 2015. Okay, I got this off SureDog. You can find it for yourself. Okay, so I'm finna bring up why Alexis Dufresne is important. Alexis Dufresne is not a natural bantamweight. Alexis Dufresne fights now. She fights at featherweight. So Marion Reneau was able to get in there and win a unanimous decision against a bigger opponent. Alexis Dufresne is tough. And Marion Reneau gave Alexis one of her earlier losses in her career. Okay, Alexis Dufresne has only had 3 losses. Marion Reneau accounted for one of those. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Marion gave her first or second loss. I can't remember right all the way. But this was a tough girl. And Marion fought her, Alexis is she's 25, she's 27 now. And so Marion would have had to fight her when she was 24. So wait a minute, this older woman, you keep calling her older, and she's beating these young, hungry champions. Or these young, hungry lions. She's beating them. How you going to explain that? Jessica Andrade, the weight bully. Everybody and their mama know that Jessica should not be a flyweight. Jessica shouldn't be a strawweight. Jessica should either be a flyweight or a bantamweight. Easy. Everybody know this. Marion Reneau submitted Jessica Andrade. Stop. Wait. Are you trying to say that's not a notable win? She got 2 notable wins right here. What are you talking about? What do you see, Mary? You and me, we need to go live. We need to go live and do this thing live. Because I'm telling you now, I would destroy you and eat you alive, okay? Holly Holm, significant loss, okay? Holly Holm won that fight very unanimously. Now, you can say, oh, well, Ashley Evans Smith, she didn't win the fight. No, she didn't on paper. But see, Marion came on here and actually admitted and said that the judges admitted that they got this fight wrong. They scored the bout wrong. It was supposed to be a win for Marion Reneau. But I'm going to tell you something. She was a victim of politics in that fight. You can't, hey, Mary, find me one analyst, one top analyst. Give me one that will say that Marion Reneau lost this fight. Give me one. None of the top analysts at that time thought Marion Reneau lost that fight. Even the people who called the fight ringside, I think it was Joe Rogan and it was somebody else, they could not believe that that Marion didn't win this fight. Stop. Milana Dudiavia, I won't say that's a quality win, no. The draw with Betch Correia. Oh, yeah. The third round stoppage that did not happen. Right. The third round stoppage that didn't happen. Oh, and by the way, she gave Betch Correia her first concussion. There you go. Well, she may have gave her a second one because Ronda Rousey knocked out Betch. Marion Reneau gave Betch Correia a concussion in that fight. The fight wouldn't stop. And it's a pattern. See, Mary, what I'm showing you is a trend, okay? Now, y'all took a dump on Toledo Bernardo, but she's a world BJJ champion who had just got out of a fight. Oh, well, she's in a short notice fight. No, Toledo Bernardo been fighting. She's a world BJJ champion. Okay, they just don't give out black belts to people that do BJJ. They just don't hand them out. You got to earn them. Toledo Bernardo was a live opponent. She was live. Okay, but the biggest win on her resume is, in fact, Sarah McMahon. So I am going to agree with you on that. The biggest win is Sarah McMahon. And Sarah McMahon was stopped, okay? 40-year-old Marion Reneau. See, and now you want to talk about age. Look at how old Kat Zingano is. What, Kat Zingano 35, 36? Are you serious? No. The excuses are dead. And let's look at Kat Zingano's resume. Let's really look at that. Okay, this is Kat Zingano's resume. Okay, here it is, okay? Now, you can see every, top-level fighter she fought, she lost. She lost to Ketlen Vieira. Okay, she lost to Juliana Pena. She got submitted by Ronda Rousey. Okay, now she defeated Amanda Nunes. But this was this is almost damn near 5 years ago. This ain't the same Amanda Nunes that fought her 5 years ago. A lot of things happened, or 4 years ago. A lot of things happened. Okay, she beat Raquel Pennington in 2012. She beat Miesha Tate in 2013. This is still, the resume is not bad. She don't have the worst resume on the roster, but it's not the best. And these other people, I mean, we know who Barb Honchak, well, I think you know. We know who Barb Honchak is. I mean, we definitely know who Karina Dam. She get credit for that. Karina Dam was tough. Okay, I'll give you that. But look, who else? Who else? I mean, who else on Kat Zingano is on a 3-fight losing streak? Are you serious? No, I'm not trying to hear that. And don't tell me that they make these rankings based off of who they fought in the past. Well, if that's the case, then they need to do that with Marion Reneau. And maybe they do because Holly Holm continues to stay the #1 contender. I don't know. Okay, but I tell you something. Matter of fact, Ketlen Vieira, according to this, should not be ranked higher than Marion Reneau. There's no way. You're losing 3 times. Okay, you lost 3 times in a row. No. It's called the privilege. And she's getting it. 101. Okay? She's getting it 101. Folks, that's how it is. It's not me trying to come in here and try to tell you. I'm telling you, it's right here in front of your face. Okay? So Marion Reneau can win 3 in a row, and she can lose 3 in a row. And don't tell me it's the quality of opponent. Because if it's the quality of opponent, then I guess we really need to look at, okay, well, she lost to Holly Holm. How we going to explain that? She lost to Holly. I mean, that's a quality opponent by y'all's standards. It's a quality opponent. This is a decent resume for Marion Reneau. It's not the best resume in the division, but it's not the worst either. God almighty, folks. We got to stop. We got to stop this and call this for what this is. We got to call this for what this is. And you know what? You can say whatever you want. You can come up with any kind of rhetoric. I don't care. If you want to debate me live, then you can debate me live. Okay, bring your A game because you're going to get thrown out the water. See, I don't want to hear no more of this nonsense. I don't want to hear no more of this nonsense. I do what I do, when I do it, okay? This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.